kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
26-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff gonna wrap one foot. He's got a man. Complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now a first down throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The 30. The 20. And into the end zone. Scoop and score on the final return for the Detroit touchdown. The big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Six figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Out of the gun. Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Throwing again on second down. Goff going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brought him down. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
From the gun, Huntley. Crash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. He's going to go deep for Conley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the Bears' 47.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Taken by Jalen Johnson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
First down, a run with Cohen. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Bears nothing.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Eddie Pinheiro, the kicker.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This is Coleman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To throw on 2nd down. Huntley. Has it here right side. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Bears.
Here's Goff. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Heavy rush, and down he goes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
They're going to go for it. It's Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Coleman. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And an incomplete pass.
Second and 10.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. From the 21, it's second and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
It is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts them in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Robert Foster as the first half is winding down. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
The score, Lions 28, Bears 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff.
Now this will be caught by Mooney.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
First down, Chicago.
A final shot before break here. Goff.
He'll drop this one down to Cohen.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And able to get get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, Huntley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Huntley. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
They run. This is Cohen. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A rough go there on 3rd down. A loss loss of 4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They will run again with Coleman. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Kevin Coleman, 77 yards. And the Lions just continue to pour it on.
The kicker on for the...
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cullen. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to run forward with Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could hope for on both sides of the football.
Right off the bat, number one for what we've seen this season.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman, and that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
On fourth down, Huntley. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
They'll take over.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll run on first down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. This is Cohen.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Cohen. Nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Lions' 25-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Rodgers. 2 yards on the play. First down, Bears.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.